I need to talk to Mike Lowry.
Hello, it's Mike Lowry.
Double A flick.
This is the sound.
Through the night when it be storming, hoping everything clear up by the morning. Niggas telling lies, so I gotta be honest. Ask me for the tellage, you know that I'ma run it. Turned up like we wanted, we pulled up on that dumb shit. Flexing on these niggas, pockets full of blue honey. Ain't no going back, you know I'm gon' keep it coming. Ain't no time to waste, a nigga play, we gon' burn him. Today Friday, so you know we on that Clyde and Dodo. I got black and white bitches knocking in my dodo. I'm in the middle of the room, posted with a fofo. I got it out in case a nigga.
And a real pleasure tonight to see the former WWE champion from SmackDown Live, Aleister Black, reappearing here in NXT in a TakeOver rematch against the leader of Los Ingobernables, being Andrade Cien Almas. And now a huge bicycle knee strike to the face, or I should say roaring knee strike to the face following those step kicks. And Andrade Cien Almas really receiving the strikes at the hands of Aleister Black here tonight. Aleister Black immediately taking it to Cien and now looking to connect with that boot over the top rope, but he comes up short. Andrade going to look to take advantage with a knee strike to the face. Now a huge roaring knee strike once again. Full rotation. Now the back elbow from Aleister Black as he connects with these lethal strikes on Andrade Cien Almas. Almas going to have to do something to prevent this. Now hoisting him up in a powerbomb, but it is countered by Aleister Black. who finds the strikes once again to escape out of it. Now the step kicks to the face of Cien, who has received a lot of damage from Black in the early stages of this contest. Now rolling through on Aleister Black for a schoolboy, turning it into a powerbomb as he is able to hoist Aleister Black up. Now looking to connect with perhaps a diamond cutter of sorts, but Aleister Black had that scouted. Now kicking out the leg is Cien. Surprised not to see Buddy Murphy and Hiromu Takahashi accompanying Andrade Cien Almas here tonight at ringside. Of course, his fellow Los Ingobernables members. And we got to wonder about the intentions of Aleister Black here in NXT. Perhaps just dipping in for a quick one-off, or perhaps looking for championship goals here in NXT. Of course, King Ricochet will be defending his NXT Championship this Sunday at this Saturday at NXT Takeover. I received word from the back that in our main event tonight we will see who will face King Ricochet. As we saw last week, his match with AR Fox, there was an interruption and music playing in the background. We still have many unanswered questions about that interaction. But now Andrade Cien Almas connecting with a code red sunset flip powerbomb on Aleister Black, connecting with that grounded kick. And now the bicycle knee once again, but is not there from Aleister Black in this contest. Able to counter it out. The fireman's carry. And we're going to hoist Andrade Cien Almas up and drill him into the canvas with a brainbuster. Aleister Black now going up to the second rope. He's going to call Andrade Cien Almas up to his feet here. Diving in with a huge knee strike to the face of Andrade. See what he's going for here. The reversal, the arm drag from Cien. Gonna turn Aleister Black over onto his belly. Now connect with a basement dropkick here. As Cien connecting with a lot of offense here on Aleister Black. That's what he's gonna have to do if he wants to get himself back into this contest, as Aleister Black has really had his number for a majority of this matchup. Now gonna connect with a huge diamond cutter on Cien. Now picking him back up to his feet here. Aleister Black gonna whip Andrade into the corner. To connect with a series of strikes that is countered. Cien gonna hoist him up in the powerbomb once again, but it is countered by Aleister Black with a series of strikes. And now connect with the Black Mass spinning heel kick. Andrade Cien Almas has his left hand underneath the bottom rope of the referee, counting a 3 count. And I was not expecting that contest to go so short. Andrade Cien Almas being put away in short fashion by Aleister Black, who receives a win here in NXT, his return to NXT. Impressive showcase. And now look, it is the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Mark Andrews, out here staring down Aleister Black, perhaps issuing a challenge at TakeOver this Saturday.
other girls mad at me. Take a look around, ain't nobody bad as me. I'm a hot girl, everybody's fan of me. Don't front, baby, I know you're a fan of me. Everything I do, I hit the baseline. He said he wanna come and give me FaceTime.
A night full of surprises, as we saw in our opening contest, Aleister Black making his return to NXT, followed by the debut of Tessa Blanchard here in NXT. This is the first time we are seeing Tessa Blanchard competing in an NXT ring. And she has some tough competition as she looks to take on Ivelisse, one of the top contenders in the NXT women's division. A lot of women looking to make their mark on the champion, being Beth Phoenix, who heads into her championship match this Saturday against Toni Storm at TakeOver. Very dominant as of late, ever since her defeat of Candice LeRae way back at NXT Takeover WrestleMania weekend. Now a tornado DDT from Ivelisse out of the corner. And which woman will step up to take that championship from her? We will find out. Now a springboard elbow drop from Ivelisse to the inside. We will find out if Toni Storm has what it takes to become the NXT champion coming this Saturday at NXT Takeover. But for the time being, these two women looking to square off on the inside of the ring as a step-up enziguri is scouted by Tessa. But now that reversal off the power slam turned into a back suplex from Ivelisse. Now Ivelisse going to look to bring Tessa Blanchard back up to her feet here. Tessa Blanchard thinking better of it. Now going to connect with a huge forearm smash that just levels Ivelisse in the process. And Tessa Blanchard now showing off for the fans. She knows that that last forearm smash absolutely decimated Ivelisse, but she's able to counter back with a tilt-a-whirl arm drag, sending Tessa Blanchard to the outside and forcing her to catch her breath for a minute, forcing a bit of a reprieve. Now Tessa Blanchard on the outside is going to work on the arm of Ivelisse, finding a counter to whatever Ivelisse had planned there. Now again wrestling her down to the ground, locking her in a Fujiwara armbar, as Tessa Blanchard has looked to take care of the arm of Ivelisse early on in this contest, as the referee administering a count from the inside. Ivelisse is able to find a counter. Tessa Blanchard on the outside now sends her into the ring post, getting her back up to her feet here. Tessa Blanchard looking to get back inside the ring, but Ivelisse going to give her a hand with that. Ivelisse now dragging Tessa Blanchard away from the ropes, perhaps going to look for a cover here after Tessa connected with the ring post, but no, not even a 1 count. Begs the question why Ivelisse would even go for the cover. Now a Frankensteiner from Ivelisse. Looks to go up to the second rope now, potentially going to dive down on Tessa Blanchard, but no, a stomp to the back of the head, thinking better of it. Now going to get in a corner that's a little bit closer to her target. Calling Tessa back up to her feet here. Diving in with a huge Hurricane Rana. It's not the first time in this contest that we have seen Ivelisse connect with a huge Frankensteiner that has changed the tides of this contest. But now Tessa Blanchard smashing her head against the canvas. Talking about turning the tides. Tessa Blanchard with only 2 moves has managed to get herself back into this contest. Now a slap to the face, knocking Ivelisse back down on the floor. Talking some trash from across the ring. As Tessa Blanchard getting a running start now. Is going to connect with a neck breaker. Scouting her from over in the corner. Allowing herself a minute to recover here, as Ivelisse has thrown a lot at Tessa Blanchard. Throwing her directly into the deep end here in her first contest, but she gets whipped across the ring, and now a huge John Woo dropkick that sends Ivelisse crashing into the buckle. Tessa Blanchard now picking her back up to her feet, is countered with a jawbreaker at the hands of Ivelisse, who catches her with a tilt-a-whirl head scissors that sends Tessa Blanchard into the buckle once again. Ivelisse doing a good job of keeping up the pace and preventing Tessa Blanchard from gaining momentum, but she is not going to be able to stop that. The hammerlock DDT trapping the arm and planting Ivelisse into the canvas. Now connected with a diamond cutter of her own from Tessa Blanchard. Now Tessa Blanchard going to finish off Ivelisse with a code breaker, driving the knees into the face of Ivelisse. Let's take another look. Now hooking the leg. Will this be it? Already in this contest, Ivelisse being put away by Tessa Blanchard. That is Ivelisse put away in quick fashion by Tessa Blanchard despite all the offense that she threw at her in this contest. Tessa Blanchard, just too much for Ivelisse. Quick contest here tonight on NXT. Almost as quick as our opening contest. Unbelievable how quickly Aleister Black was able to put away a Cien Almas. But Tessa Blanchard making a big splash in her NXT debut, putting away a top contender such as Ivelisse. Would put her right in line for a future NXT Women's title shot. We will see what happens come this Saturday when Toni Storm does take on Beth Phoenix in a last man standing match, or last woman standing match I should say, for the NXT Women's Championship. More on that come NXT TakeOver, but for the time being, Tessa Blanchard making a name for herself on NXT at the expense of Ivelisse. More good things to come in the future, you gotta think, from Tessa Blanchard. As we move on to our main event of NXT, we will see two competitors making their NXT debuts. So half the competitors here tonight on NXT being their first appearance. A fresh coat of paint for NXT here tonight as we move on to the main event.
My grandfather window, and I was cooling on a flight, and I was hitting them licks though. Wasn't for him, I wouldn't be shit, so I ain't got a trip though. $10,000, that ain't shit. I gave him that times 3 though. Slam.
A clash of the heaviest hitters never seen in NXT. Both men making their NXT debuts here tonight as the man of 1,000 deaths looks to take on the Stone Pitbull, as we see Tomohiro Ishii taking on Mil Muertes here tonight. And Muertes connected with a huge straight right that knocks down Ishii, but quickly getting back up to his feet here, connecting with a lariat. And we now know who caused the distraction last week in Ricochet's match with AR Fox. It was the music of Mil Muertes, and not wise for Tomohiro Ishii to go for a cover so early on in the contest. But the Stone Pitbull intent on earning himself an NXT title opportunity in both of these two men's television debut here on NXT. Neither man being seen before in an NXT ring, and immediately being thrusted into the deep end, being provided an NXT Championship opportunity. Now Stone Pitbull turning over. Mil Muertes is going to look to gut wrench Mil Muertes up, somehow hoisting him up into position, going to connect with a huge gut wrench suplex from the ground. And the Stone Pitbull, of course a heavy hitter here, going to prove himself in NXT. But to do that, he's going to have to go through Mil Muertes, a man who is not afraid of anyone or anything, a man who has died before. Now squeezing the life out of Tomohiro Ishii, planting him on the ropes, and now we see our NXT champion here, Ricochet, looking to get involved in this contest perhaps, looking to take it to Mil Muertes, a man he has so much history with, but he is planted immediately with a flatliner the minute that he looked to get involved. Mil Muertes just disposed of the NXT champion with one move as Ricochet rolled to the outside. Mil Muertes not afraid to deal with numerous foes in this contest. We see Ricochet just now recovering on the outside. Now Mil Muertes gonna Beal toss Tomohiro Ishii back across the ring, and it appears that Ricochet has returned to the back after just being decimated in one move by Mil Muertes. We will see how that pans out between these two. If Mil Muertes can be successful here tonight against the Stone Pitbull, he will earn himself a shot against Ricochet for that NXT Championship come this Saturday. And those two men, two that have a lot of history between each other. Of course, Mil Muertes defeated Ricochet in Lucha Underground to earn himself the Lucha Underground Championship with the first Ultima Lucha special. Now squeezing once again, Mil Muertes squeezes the life out of Ishii. Face first, planting Ishii face first into the bottom turnbuckle with absolute disregard for Ishii's well-being. Mil Muertes now receiving an overhand shot from Ishii. The diving axe handle now as Ishii rebounded off of the ropes, sends Mil Muertes into the buckle once again. He's going to look to hoist Mil Muertes out to the top rope now. Muertes able to find a reversal for that, diving down off the top rope and now connecting with that straight right. That has been the answer for everything Ishii has thrown at him so far in this contest. Now has him up in a power slam, going to slam him into the buckle and come out with a huge running power slam into the middle of the ring. Mil Muertes proud of his work now. Oh wait, Ishii getting back up to his feet here now, squeezing once again, squeezing the shoulders of Ishii. Just going to send him down once again. Mil Muertes taunting to the crowd, the man of 1,000 deaths. Not really needing the support of the fans to get the job done. Now he sends Tomohiro Ishii into the corner. Once again, the Stone Pitbull finds a counter to it. Now just popping up back to his feet, but he turns around into Mil Muertes, who choke slams him down with two hands. He's able to force the choke bomb on Tomohiro Ishii, slamming him into the canvas. Now Muertes awaiting him, getting back up to his feet here. Ishii finds a counter, but Ishii is now countered in his own right. A series of reversals from both men as Ishii finally successful in planting Mil Muertes with a DDT into the canvas. Now hoisting him back up to a seated position, but Mil Muertes had the counter to it. A headbutt to the back of the neck, and now a half suplex just going to launch Ishii across the ring. Mil Muertes now with a snap power slam that drills Tomohiro Ishii onto the canvas once again with a power slam. Muertes now sending Ishii into the buckle. The Stone Pitbull had the reversal for it, going to connect with a series of headbutts over in the corner. Now connected with even more strikes, a series of stomps to Mil Muertes to follow it up. And Ishii now going to isolate the leg of Mil Muertes. Going to look to drop the elbow across the knee several times, crushing the knee of Mil Muertes. As here I just look to see what my finishing maneuver was. And now Ishii looking for the pinfall here on Muertes, but it is kicked out. The count of one. Man of 1,000 deaths, so resilient, is not going to give up lightly as such. Ishii now with Muertes back on his feet. Ishii is going to escape the ring, and where's the Stone Pitbull heading here? Don't exactly know what Ishii has in mind right now. Okay. This is odd. WWE 2k games. Fix your game again, please. Okay, and now Ishii returning to the middle of the ring. Back to the action. I don't know what that was about. But now Ishii gonna receive a huge full Nelson. Slam onto the canvas, and look at how Ishii was sat up after that maneuver. Now finding a reversal for Mil Muertes, sending him into the buckle. A reversal now from Mil Muertes. Gonna hoist Tomohiro Ishii up to the top rope now. There's Mil Muertes gonna follow him up, and look for an overhead belly to belly, sending Ishii down and onto the canvas with a huge back body drop, planting Ishii from the top rope. Now calling him back to his feet here, grabbing the throat of Ishii, gonna look for that choke slam, but he turned it into a sit-out facebuster from Ishii in his own right. Now calling for Mil Muertes to get back to his feet now over in the corner. He rolls out of the way, grabbing Ishii from the throat once again. He's going to connect with a clubbing strike to the gut of Tomohiro Ishii. Now lifting him back up to his feet here. Mil Muertes looking to follow it up with some high-risk offense. Now connecting with a lethal lariat across the face of Ishii. Now dropping him down. Mil Muertes going to look for a huge powerbomb here. Bringing Tomohiro Ishii, lifting him up and slamming him down. Look at the way that Ishii is supported by the ropes right now. Unbelievable from Mil Muertes, rebounding off the ropes. A huge Reaper's Trident now, connecting with Ishii right in the middle of the ring. Mil Muertes has Ishii exactly where he wants him in this contest. Now gonna look to grab the throat of Ishii, as Mil Muertes gonna hoist him up for a huge choke slam to the Stone Pitbull. Hooking the leg here of Ishii. 1, 2, and that'll do. No! Ishii kicking out just barely at the count of 2. Able to find a way to get his shoulder up. So desperate for an NXT title match opportunity is the Stone Pitbull Ishii, but he's gonna be planted into the canvas with a huge flatliner from Mil Muertes. Now hooking the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Mil Muertes has put away the Stone Pitbull. Our main event of NXT, and that means that we will see the rematch between King Ricochet and Mil Muertes come NXT Takeover. A rematch from their Ultima Lucha encounter in Lucha Underground, but now this time it will be for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, King Ricochet having held that championship at 275 days. One of the longest reigning NXT champions we have ever seen, but perhaps this is the biggest threat to his title reign to date. The man of 1,000 deaths has arrived here in NXT. He is out looking for championship gold. More importantly, looking out to take out his rival, the King, the one and only Ricochet.